Facebook, YouTube, all the rest of the social media platforms. Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Sunflowers in Motion Health and Line Dance Show. I am your host, Barbara Baylor. I am the founder of Sunflowers in Motion. We'd like to thank you all for joining me today in the media land, and we also like those of you who are joining us today in studio. Give yourselves a hand. I'd like to thank my producer, the lovely Regina Sunshine and Robinson, and her show, the Regina Sunshine Global Network on YouTube. So if you cannot join us today in the studio or look online, please go to YouTube, the Regina Sunshine Global Network on YouTube. So I am delighted today. I got a few surprises for you, but I want you to know that this month is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. How many of you know somebody who's a breast cancer survivor or have had breast cancer or is going through that now? Any of you? Yeah. I've had some friends who do that. And as we know, with all diseases, this is one of the ones that affect women the most. It is the leading cancer, second leading cancer death of women. Heart disease is the leading cause of death for women, but breast cancer is the second leading cancer among women. So it makes it particularly expedient that we really learn more about this disease and more about how the treatment and more about what we can do to prevent breast cancer among women. So I'm going to I want to just read you a couple of things, just a couple of points today about breast cancer. And then I have a special treat for you today with me, and I will introduce her in a few minutes. As I mentioned, breast cancer awareness is observed in October, and it is the time that we want to emphasize the importance of examinations and early detection. Early detection is one of the ways of finding cancer before it spreads beyond its place of origin. And there is no way of preventing breast cancer, but there are ways to detect it early and to achieve a higher rate of treatment success. So I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can be proactive. And it's not only you for yourself, but I also want to give you these 3 ways so that you can tell your mothers, tell your sisters, your nieces, your granddaughters about ways that they need to prevent breast cancer. The first one is the breast self-exam. How many of you are doing your breast self-exams monthly? I try to. I don't always do it, so I'm going to admit that, but try to. But that is one of the ways that you can have early detection, breast self-exam awareness. And you can find a lot of this information on your website, or the best thing to do, though, is to ask your doctor. Am I right, Rose?
That's
ask
right.
Your doctor how to do that if you feel that you're not doing it correctly. And what you're feeling for is you're palpitating your breast tissue so that you can feel for unusual lumps. Now, some lumps our breasts are lumpy anyway. But there's, when they're hard and don't move, that's when you want to be concerned about that. Another thing that you want to make sure that we're doing today is annual wellness exams with your gynecologist or primary care physician. So it's not enough for you to just do this breast self-exam on yourself. You also need to have your yearly mammogram and your yearly checkup, your wellness exam. And the last one is the mammogram. So this is for women ages 40 and older, although they're changing that a little bit. I'm not sure. It depends on the doctor now. It may be 50, maybe 50 years old, but I prefer that we do it earlier because African American women a lot of times don't go to the doctors like they should, and so if you're waiting till 50 to get a mammogram or to get a wellness exam, you may miss, the lump. So if you have a family history of breast cancer, you should talk to your doctor about additional screenings such as annual breast ultrasounds and genetic testing before the age of 40. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. The American Cancer Society estimates that there will be 271,270 new cases, that's a lot, of breast cancer in 2019. That's 99% of which will be diagnosed in women. And they say that 99% because 1%, actually, men can get breast cancer. Sure. I know people don't think that, men, but they can. Sure. So, again, the Centers of Disease Control right here in Atlanta has several recommendations on their website. If you go to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, you can go on their site and you'll be able to see a lot of stuff that they're writing about breast cancer. I mentioned about your breast self-exam, looking for masses and lumps in your breast, but there's some other abnormalities that you need to be aware of when you're thinking about breast cancer, and let me just share those with you. Skin swelling or redness or change in your breast shape, if you have a nipple discharge other than breast milk, pain in the breast or skin flaking or dimpling, can be other possible warning signs about breast cancer. And this is again according to Cancer Treatment Centers of America and also Centers for Disease Control. So again, that recommendation is to start giving mammograms either 40 or 50 years old, depending on who you ask. Some women are diagnosed with breast cancer after noticing these symptoms, but many women with the disease have no symptoms at all, and that's why it's important to get regular mammograms. So I wanted to just share that little bit of tips with you as this is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I also want to say that we want to not only thank our women who are supportive of those mothers, granddaughters, sisters, aunts who are experiencing breast cancer, we also want to give a hand clap to the men. And we do have a man in our audience today. And because a lot of men now are getting on the bandwagon, helping their wives, helping their girlfriends, helping their mothers, make sure that they get these annual breast cancer exams and mammograms. So we want to salute our men in the audience. So now I want to introduce a special guest. Her name is Rose Colger, and she's with the special line dance group that's here with us in the audience. Woo! And they're going to be dancing for us in just a little bit. But she's with the Galleria Divas. And she is a breast cancer survivor. And I just give her a hand for that. And I would like for Rose to just share her story and just share any other wisdom that you would like to share with our listening audience and our in-studio audience and our mouse audience, I call them our mouse audience, about breast cancer.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Truly, I just thank God, first of all, for allowing me to be here to share my testimony and my journey with breast cancer. As you can see, I'm wearing my shirt, and I'm a 26-year breast cancer survivor. I just want to share with you how I found my lump. I was 49 years old, and that was in 1993. But anyway, I was in the shower, And I was taking a shower, the breast was wet, and so I found a little lump in my breast. Well, it wasn't about the lump, it was something else that I was dealing with. So I had an appointment with the doctor, so I went to the doctor and I says, well, while I'm here, let me share with him about the lump. Well, it was very small and it was confined to one small area. So when I went to the doctor about the thing that was concerning me, he says, well, there's nothing really wrong with that. I said, oh, by the way. And that's the way I said, oh, by the way, I have a little lump. I found a little knot here. So he says, well, let's examine it, and then we do a biopsy on it. Well, the biopsy came back, and it was malignant. So the thing that I was concerned about, it wasn't even important, but it's just the way that God, also I'm an ordained minister.
Okay.
So I believe in seeking God and trusting God for everything. But it's the way that he brought it about. Had I not had this other issue, I would not have said, oh, by the way, I found a lump. So they did a biopsy on the lump, and it came back, and he said it was, it was cancer. That's a word, it sounds like a death sentence. But it's not always a death sentence, because I'm sitting here 26 years later. I was 49, thank you. I was 49 years old when I found the lump. And today, I'm sitting here, I'm 74 years old. So to God be the glory again. So this was in 93, and after he diagnosed me with the breast cancer, I told him I had planned a vacation. He says, well, you go on your vacation, and when you come back, then we'll do surgery. So I went on vacation, and I came back, and they did the surgery. I had a lumpectomy. Well, they did a lumpectomy as well as they did the lymph nodes under my arms, and so I thought that was it. Now here's the sickening part. Well, now you have to take chemotherapy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm not going to take no chemo. And he wanted to know why you don't want to take chemo. In my mind, I don't know where I had gotten this in my mind. Y'all going to burn you up. I don't know where that thought came from. But he says, we'll send you to an oncologist. He'd never even heard of an oncologist or what they do. So however I went, and then the oncologist explained to me what, chemo is all about. So long story short, I took 4 months of chemo. The first treatment, I took it on a Tuesday. Felt good, went and ate and enjoyed myself. But that Thursday morning, 2 days later, I woke up sick. So sick, I've never been that sick before. I went to bed that Thursday morning, and I wasn't able to get up again until the next Thursday.
Wow.
When I went back to the doctor, he tried to prepare me, you may have to wear a wig or you may have to wear a turban. Well, my hair came out started coming out the first treatment. When a woman's hair come out, whether she has it shaved off or just want to go bald, but I didn't have a choice. The second week is when my hair started really coming out. I started losing all of my hair, and the chemo started taking effect on my body, started shutting my body down. It's a treatment that I would not wish on nobody. The sickness that I went through, and then I became bald-headed and, shamed, because a woman's hair is her glory. And so I started wearing a turban. That wasn't my style. I tried to wear a wig. That wasn't my style. So the Lord spoke to me, say, take it all off and show my glory. So I went bald-headed for 4 months. And he told me, he says, well, after you finish your chemo, then your hair will start growing back. And sure enough, it grew back. But in the meantime, the sickness, the weakness in the body, it's very, very, it's something that you don't want to have to deal with. But I thank God, and I still give him praise. I became a mentor. I became a supporter to other breast cancer women that were going through the same thing. And so it just blessed me to be able to go through it so that I could help somebody else. And so I advise women, it doesn't matter what age you are, check your breasts. If you have daughters, I have 4 grown daughters and 4 grown granddaughters. Advise them to keep their breasts checked. That's very important. And if you find the least little thing, know your body. First of all, ladies, know your body. When your body starts changing, know the change in your body. Don't take anything for granted, but I think what happens to a lot of ladies, we try to diagnose our own case, and that's where we go wrong. But there are men that are having breast cancer, and we just saw one on TV this week, a well-known man, that he's dealing with breast cancer. So that lets us know that breast cancer it's not partial. It'll attack the young, the old, but as you get older, for some reason, women are more apt to have breast cancer when you get in your 70s and your 80s. Why? I don't have the answer for that. But I'm thankful that I'm here to celebrate 26 years, and I'm praying God allow me, 26 more years if possible. But I just thank God for allowing me to have this platform to be able to share my testimony and what God has done for me and what he's still doing for me. And again, I encourage all women, check your breasts, know your bodies. Don't take nothing for granted, but check your bodies and know the signs and listen to your body. Because if it tells you something's wrong, more than likely it is. Thank you again for having me.
Thank you. Let's give her another hand. And one thing I want to say about Miss Rose, I want you to tell the words there on the bottom.
It says
fight, believe, hope, survive. Isn't that wonderful?
And I make t-shirts.
She makes t-shirts. Okay. Okay. All right, let's give Miss Rose another hand.
Thank you.
Okay. And I don't want you to, one thing I want to say, I know my producer's going to get me because I'm always talking faster later than I need to, but I want to say one thing she said that was very important was about the age. It doesn't matter. When most of you know I'm a public health educator, and when I used to teach at the health departments and used to teach I had a group of women, older women, who would tell me they didn't get their breast exams done because they felt like they didn't need their breasts anymore. And they said that because they feel like, well, my children are all grown up, I don't need my breasts, and they didn't have boyfriends either, their husbands were deceased or whatever. But we know now, we didn't know a lot then, but they keep evolving.
That's right.
That breast cancer does affect older women.
Yes.
More so, 70s and 80s. So one thing that Rose is admonishing us is to please check your breasts regularly and get your mammograms and get your.
Yes.
So don't touch that mouse. We'll be right back. And guess what we're going to do when we come back? Lie down. All right. We'll be right back. to the Sunflowers in Motion Health and Line Dance Show. I'm your host, Barbara Baylor, and I am so excited to have my guest on the stage with me today. I have Miss Sheila Little Sanders, and Sheila and I became friends when we went to New Orleans this summer for the line dance conference there, and I hope we're going back in 2020.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going back.
We are.
But she and Sunflowers in Motion and Galleria Divas also participated in National Dance Day this year with
Yes.
Carlos Cather. Hi, Carlos. How are you? Okay, so they're going to do some dancing, and I want Sheila to just say a little bit about your group. And they also have King Arthur with them today. Divas and King Arthur. So, Sheila, you just take it away. I want you to tell them who you are, how they can reach you, where your classes are, and they're going to do a couple of dances with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're the Galleria Divas. We been in existence for about 3 years. We're in the Smyrna area. We dance out of our complex, the Galleria Senior Manor Apartments. And we practice in our activity room on Fridays at 6 p.m. So the number where I can be reached is 404-754-5125 if you're interested. So just come out and join us on Friday at 6. Thank you. The first song that we're going to do is I'm Blessed by Charlie Wilson featuring T.I. And we have a surprise for you.
I knew God was really, I always used to pray. My prayer was I asked God not to let the devil kill me out here while I was in the streets before I could get back. But I said, if you give me one more chance at life and music, I promise you, I'm going to shout you out and I'm going to testify and we're going to have a little church up in there.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sailor. Rock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, up, down, out, up, down. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross and kick. Cross and kick and cross and jump and roll and roll. Cross and kick and cross and step and turn. 2, 3, 4. Start over. 2, 3, 4. Sailor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, up, down. Out, up, down. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop the kick. Jump and roll and roll. Cross and kick and cross and step and 1, 2, 3, 4. Start over. 2, 3, 4. Sailor. Rock. 2, 3, 4. Out, up, down. Out, up, down. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit it, Divas. 2. Stomp and roll and roll. Cross and kick and cross and step and 1, 2, 3, 4. Start over. Sailor. Rock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, up, down. Out, up, down. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross and kick and cross and step and 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going.
I'm still around because I ain't worried about because I'm mad. And I don't want to do it time, got a message for you. I be stressing out, it's a different kind of book. And when you go through all the partying and dancing, she takes some time to think back to what you done. When a partner, you wanna come with the negative comments, trying to get you to do something you been up all of them days. I swear, I pray so my power in prayer. You had no idea that was all in the way. All the blessings, you will never me. No regrets.
Rock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, up, down. Out, down. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross and kick. Cross and kick and cross and dump and roll and roll. Cross and kick and cross and step and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the next song that we will be doing is "What's Your Flavor" by Cupid. Hope you enjoy it.
I wanna know, baby. I wanna know, girl. Sugar. Hey, I wanna know.
All right, let's go. Have fun.
What's your flavor?
Take it back. Hey, take it back. Walk. 1, 2, 3, diva. Whoa. Turn. Hey, start over. Take it back. Hey.
Caramel flavor girl.
Hey. Turn. Start over.
She just might be up the diamond, the finest chocolate around.
Walk.
Sweeter than
Hey.
candy,
Go.
sweet and golden brown.
Tell me what's your flavor.
Tell me if it's sweet
Like candy. Hey. Walk.
what's your flavor?
Hey.
Tell me if it's
Sweet like candy. Start over.
She said they call her Eminem, and I couldn't understand.
Walk.
The reason why they call her M&M's, cause she melts in your mouth, not in your hand. And this girl they call her Tootsie Pie. How many licks does it take to reach the center? Tell me what's your flavor?
Go.
Chocolate,
Turn.
strawberry, or
Start over. Hey.
Tell me if it's sweet like candy. Tell
Walk.
me what's your flavor?
Hey.
Tell me if it's sweet like candy.
Start over.
She the baddest, yeah, she got that swagness. Fire red lipstick, caramel chocolate.
Walk. Turn. Hey. Whoa.
Like a peach, oh yeah, she
Turn. Start over. Keep going.
She got that swagness, fire red lipstick, caramel chocolate, vanilla strawberry, coconut cherry, sweet like a peach, oh yeah, she ready. Tell me what's your flavor, tell me if it's sweet like candy.
Whoa.
Tell me what's your flavor,
Turn and roll. Start over.
if it's sweet like candy. Tell me if it's
Start over.
Tell
Walk.
me if it's sweet like candy.
Hey. Whoa.
Tell me if it's sweet.
Turn. Start over.
If it's sweet like candy.
Candy. Yeah. And then we'll want to tell them Rose made our beautiful shirts.
All right. We want you to know that Rose Koger made these beautiful shirts. Rose, come back up here because you were just here. I thought you were going to dance. I thought you were going to dance. This is our 26-year-old breast cancer survivor. She made we are going to go to break. This is looking at me like, hey. Break for a minute, and then we're going to come right back, and we got a special breast cancer awareness dance that we're going to do, and then we're just going to dance. We invite everybody to come up and do the dances. Don't touch that mouse. We'll be right back. Sunflowers in Motion Health and Line Dance Show. Did you enjoy the Galleria Divas with King Arthur? They were really good. So we are going to start this part of the show with our line dancing instruction. And we have a special dance that we want to teach everybody and our viewing audience that is specially choreographed for breast cancer awareness. And it's titled the Breast Cancer Shuffle. And it's choreographed by Big Moochie. You know, Big Moochie has made a lot of dance songs that we do at a lot of parties, and people love his music, his songs. So this is, yeah, I am choking for some reason. Got all of a sudden started choking. So this is a beginner dance. This is a beginner dance. Thank you, thank you. Excuse me. On our show. So this is a beginner dance, and it just does like this. I'm going to teach it first, and then we'll do it. You're on your right foot. You're going to move on 8 count to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're going to do the same thing to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's classic Big Moochie. All his dances almost start out like that. Okay, so then the next part is you're going to jump And you're going to kind of like wobble or shake like that, however you want to do it. You can wobble, shake. Then you're going to jump back and shake again, all right? And then you're going to step out and in with your right. Out, in, and when you do that, then you're going to slide. So it looks like this. Out, in, slide to your right. And then you're going to do a quarter turn to your left with a tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then guess what we do now? Start over. Sorry. Let's try it one time facing this way for our audience without the music, and then we'll put the music on. All right? So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jump up, shake it off. Back, shake it off. Out, in, slide, and turn, 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 turn. Easy enough? Easy peasy. All right. This is the Breast Cancer Shuffle by Big Moochie in honor, it's a tribute to his own mother with breast cancer, and this is for National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. All right, gang? All right. And if you're playing this at home, that Big Moochie actually calls out these steps. Yeah. So you can't get lost. You can't get lost.
The shuffle for the cause, baby. Oh yeah.
All right, start moving.
Hey, this line dance here is dedicated to my mother, all the breast cancer fighters, all the breast cancer survivors. You like this called the BCA shuffle. Now move it to your right, to your right, to your right.
Now move it to your left,
to your left, to your left.
Jump up.
Now shake it on your back. Now shake it on your now
out, slide, and turn. Start again.
Now move it to your right, to your right. To your right.
Now move it to your left.
To your left. To your left.
Jump up.
Now shake it on your
jump back.
Now shake it on your now
out and slide.
Turn to your left. Hey, it's the BCA shuffle for the BCA. Do the BCA shuffle for the BCA.
Jump up.
This is BCA.
Jump back.
Do the BCA
out and slide and turn. Start again.
It's me, Big Mooch from again.
All right, ladies. Energy. Jump up. Jump back. Out and slide. Turn. Walk.
Hands up if you a fighter. Put your hands up if you a survivor.
And walk.
See nothing to play with.
All right now. Jump up. Hey.
Everybody hit the floor on the double. Let's do the BCA shuffle. It's the BCA shuffle.
The BCA shuffle.
Do the BCA shuffle for the BCA.
Jump up. Take it on down.
Let's do the
Take it on down.
Let's get the BCA
and turn. Walk.
Let's the BCA shuffle for the BCA. Do the BCA shuffle for the BCA.
Take it on down. Take it on down. Out and slide.
Come on, now move it to your right, to your right, to your right. Now move it to your left, to your left, to your left. Hop up, now shake it on your hop back. Now shake it on your step out in, slide your right, turn it over to your left. Move it to your right, to your right, to your right. Now move it to your left, to your left, to your left. Now shake it on your back. Now shake it on your step out in, slide your right, turn it over to your left. Hey, this your boy Big Moochie, that's it. And right now I'm dedicating this to all my breast cancer fighters and all my breast cancer survivors and everybody who lost a loved one to breast cancer. Please, hey, let's go now. Move it to your right. Hey, come on. Let's go now. Move it to your left. Come on. Now shake it on your hop back. Now kiss me, go. Step out and slide your right. Turn it over to your left. Now move it to your right. Hey, come on. Now move it to your left. Now shake it on your hop back. Now kiss me, go. Step out and slide your right.
I like that. That cancer be gone. I like that.
Shuffle for the BCA. Do the BCA shuffle.
All right, get freaky. Come up.
It's the BCA shuffle. Do the BCA shuffle. It's the BCA shuffle. One more time, let's go. It's the BCA shuffle for the BCA. Do the BCA shuffle for the BCA. It's the BCA shuffle. Do the BCA shuffle. It's the BCA shuffle. Let's go.
Oh! month, make sure you tell somebody, your loved one, about keeping up with their mammograms and their exams. Thank you. Thank you. All right. The next dance that I'm going to teach today, most of you on the stage know this. I've been asked actually to teach this, and I thought about it, and I thought, well, maybe we can do it. This is Mr. Sexy Man, and I've been asked to teach this. So those of you who know it can do it with me. This is one of my class's favorite songs. One of my class's favorite songs. So one thing that we're doing with this song is a classic step turn with a cha-cha-cha. Step turn with a cha-cha-cha. Let's just try that first before I start. Classic turn for the audience. On your right foot, you're going to step with your right, pivot to your left. And then we're going to do that. Step again, step with your right, and turn around. Okay, so we're actually going to be doing a form of that. All right, there you go. She's doing it already on camera. All right. So it starts out with on your right foot, cha-cha-cha. And you're going to step turn with your left. Step with your left, pivot to your right. Okay? Then you're going to cha-cha with your left, cha-cha-cha, and then you're going to step turn with your right. All right, let's try that again for our viewing audience. On your right foot, ready. Cha-cha-cha. Step turn, and now you cha-cha with your left coming back. Cha-cha-cha. Step turn with your right. Okay? So after you do that, so it looks like this. I'm going to turn around so you can see how that looks. Cha-cha-cha. Step turn, and cha-cha-cha. Step turn. All right? So, cha-cha-cha. Step turn, and cha-cha-cha. Step turn. Back to the front. So it's two halves. Now the next thing you're going to do is kick, kick, kicks, and slide. Sexy slide. So it's right, slide. Left, right, left, and slide. So it looks like this. Kick, 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 slide. Kick, 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 and slide. All right? Kick, 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 and slide. Kick, 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 and slide. Let's try that from the beginning and add the kicks. All right? Ready, go. Cha-cha-cha, step turn, and cha-cha-cha, step turn, and kick, 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 and slide. Kick, 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 and slide. All right? So the next thing you're going to do is just not the cha-cha, but you're going to do a pivot turn. Step turn, all the way around with your right foot. Step turn, step turn. So all the way around with a pivot. We'll try that again. Step turn, step turn. Now this time we're going to do hitchhike to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so hitchhike. 4 to the right and 4 to the left. And the last part of the dance is step back with your right, step back, and turn left. So step, 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 and step. All right? Step and step to your left. Step, quarter turn, and left to your left. Okay? So you're doing, this is a 4-wall dance, and you're going all the way around with this dance. So when you get to that part, step and step, then you're here, step, every time. And step, and step. All right, let's try it from the beginning. Without the music, one time, and then we'll do it. With the music. I'm getting technical difficulties. We're right back. 1 second. 1 second. What happened? Oh. we had a little bit of technical difficulties. I hope you didn't go anywhere, though, because we are learning Mr. Sexy Man, all right? So we're just about to do it one more time with the music, before we do the music. So we're going to do it before the music. So we start with a cha-cha. Start on your right foot with a step turn and a cha-cha-cha. All ready? Ready, go. Cha-cha-cha, step turn with your left. Cha-cha-cha, step turn. Now kick, kick, right, left, slide, and left, right, slide. Step turn, step turn, step turn, hitchhike. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Right and left. Okay? Left. Left and left. Slide. It's a slide or a step. Slide and slide. Okay? All right. Right. So we're going to start with the music. Mr. Sexy Man, hear some noise. All right. Hey, you're right. You're right. It's a right turn. It's a right turn. It's set, back, and left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cha-cha, step turn. Cha-cha, step turn. Kick, kick. Right, left, slide, and left, right, slide. Step turn. Step turn. Inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn to the right. Cha-cha, step turn. Cha-cha, step turn. Kick, kick. Right, left, slide, left, right, slide. Step turn. Step turn. Hitchhike. Step right. Quarter turn right. There you go. Cha-cha, step turn. Cha-cha, step turn. Kick, kick, slide. Kick, kick, slide. Step turn. Step turn. Hitchhike. All right, step right and right. Cha-cha, step turn. Cha-cha, step turn. Kick, kick, slide. Kick, kick, slide. Step turn. Step turn. Hitchhike to the right. To the left. Now step right and step right. Step right. Cha-cha, step turn. Step turn. Kick, kick. Kick, kick, slide. Kick, kick, slide. Step turn. Step turn. Hitchhike. Step right. And right. Start again. Cha-cha, step turn. Cha-cha, step turn. Kick, kick, slide. Kick, kick, slide. Step turn. Step turn. Hitchhike. To the right. To the left. Step right, step right. Right. Step. Cha-cha, step turn. Cha-cha, step turn. Kick, kick, slide right. Kick, slide left. Step turn. Step turn. Hitchhike to the right. To the left. Step right. Step left. To the right. Cha-cha, step turn. Cha-cha, step turn. Kick, kick, slide. Kick, kick, slide. Step turn. Step turn. Hitchhike to the right. To the left. Step right. Step. Step. Cha-cha. Cha-cha. Right, left, slide to right, left, right, slide to left. Step turn. Step turn. Hitchhike to the right. To the left. Step right. Right, turn right. There you go. Cha-cha. Step turn. Right, left, slide to right, left, right, slide to left. Step turn. Step turn. Hitchhike to the right. To the left. Step back. Right and left. Start again. Cha-cha. Cha-cha. Step turn. Kick. Kick. Slide your right foot. Left. Slide your left foot. Step turn. Step turn. Hitchhike to the right. To the left. Step right. Step left. Cha-cha. Step turn. Cha-cha. Step turn. Kick. Kick. Slide right. Slide left. Step turn. Step turn. Hitchhike to the right. To the left. Right and left. Cha-cha. Step turn. Cha-cha. Step turn. Kick. Kick. Slide right. Kick. Kick. Slide left. Step turn. Step turn. Right. right, side left. All right. All right, one more. We're going to close out with one that's called I'll Be Waiting on You. But before I do that, I'm going to just take 1 minute to call this beautiful queen up on the stage. Her name is Lady G. Isn't she beautiful? She's so pretty. When she came in, I thought she was going to be the one to talk about breast cancer. See how beautiful she is, all in pink? But I found out her name is Lady G, and she's a model with the seniors on the runway. And guess what? Can I say you're ready? She is 79 and a half years old. 79 and a half. Woo! Isn't she beautiful? But I just wanted to let you see her because she's one of the greatest supporters of the Galleria Divas. So thank you so much for joining us today on the stage. And we have really enjoyed Sheila Little Sanders and the Galleria Divas with everybody bow with King Arthur. All right, so we're going to do this last dance. It's called I'll Be Waiting on You. I love this dance, and my class knows I love this dance. By the way, if you're looking for a line dance class, come on Tuesdays in Douglasville from 6:30 to 8:30, and on Thursdays, our beginner class from 6 to 7 at Anything But Ordinary events and more. All right, I'll be waiting on you. Very easy peasy dance. You're going to walk right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk left, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to do a classic Jamie Foxx. Out, in, out, up and down. Out, in, out, up and down. Then you're going to step back and do your ballroom. Step back, ballroom. Cha, cha, cha. Step back, ballroom. Cha, cha, cha. Let's try that, okay? Because then there's another little small part. So on your right foot, you're walking to your right 4 counts. Walk right, 2, 3, 4. Walk left, 2, Jamie Foxx. Out, in, out, up and down. Out, in, out, up and down. Step back, ballroom. Cha, cha, cha. Step back on your left, cha, cha, cha. From here, you're going to walk back. Right, left, right, turn left, and right, left, right, left. So it's a fluid motion. Right, left, right, and left, right, left, right, left. All right, this is a 4-wall dance. Then we start again. Walk right, 2, 3, 4. Walk left, 2, Jamie Foxx. Out, in, out, up and down. Out, in, out, up and down. Step back and ballroom with a cha-cha-cha. Step back, ballroom. Walk it back. Right, left, right, turn left, and right, left, right, left. Easy peasy, huh? All right, let's try this. Kinda, she said kinda. All right, this is a dance choreographed by Earl Miller. I'll be waiting on you. I love this dance. I love the music. All right, let's try it. Everybody move in so she can see you. Your life, I'll be waiting on you. Get ready. 5, 6, 7, and walk right. Walk left. Jamie Foxx. Out and out. Hit and down. Out and out. Hit and down. Step back. Ballroom. Cha cha cha. Back. Ballroom. right, left, right, left. And look. Jamie Funk. Out and out. Up and down. Out and out. Up and down. Ballroom. Cha-cha-cha. Walk it back. Right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left. Left, Danny Fox. Out and out. Up and down. Out and out. Up and down. Ballroom. Cha-cha-cha. Now walk it back. Right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left. Right, left. Jamie Fox. Out and out. Up and down. Out and out. Up and down. Ballroom. Cha-cha-cha. Walk it back. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Walk right. Walk left. Jamie Funk. Out and out. Up and down. Out and out. Up and down. Ballroom. Cha-cha-cha. Walk it back. Right, left, right, left, right. Left. I like it. Jamie Funk. Out and out. Out and down. Out and out. Up and down. That's that. Ballroom. Cha-cha-cha. Walk it back. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Walk right, walk right. Jamie Funk. All right, Grace, go ahead now. That's that. Ballroom. Cha-cha-cha. Walk it back. Right, left, right. Turn left, right, left, right, left. Walk left. Jamie Funk. Out and out. Up and down. Out and out. Up and down. That's that. Ballroom. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha. Walk it back. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Jamie Funk. Up and down. Out and out. Up and down. Ballroom. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Back, 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 back. All right. All right. That's all the time we have for today. And we certainly will be waiting on you. Come line dance with us. The Gallery of Divas with King Arthur. or with Sunflowers in Motion. Wow. Well, thank you so much to all of my guests. I'd like to thank Rose Koger for her testimony on breast cancer. Thank you. I'd like to thank Lady G. Thank you. And I want you just to remember, sunflowers do dance. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.